What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And we will get into the home run prop action momentarily. Did have a decent day with the home run prop show, and a day where there actually weren't that many home runs. We managed to hit 4 props and got some nice plus money back from them. But, before I get into it, just want to remind everybody, these plays are very high risk, high reward. These are plays that you're meant to just have, a couple bucks on for some side action. Not plays that I recommend you dump your whole bankroll into. If you are I would recommend playing them straight. Whatever you do play from this list, you don't have to play every single pick I give out. These are just the plays that I'm going to have a couple of bucks on. But whatever you play, I recommend playing them straight. And if you feel like betting them on a parlay, you're more than welcome to do that. But I recommend anything above a 3-leg or more parlay. I recommend round robbing stuff if it's within your means. We did a round robin yesterday, and go back and watch it. Just goes to show you that, a round robin can definitely save you and can still make you some money back. We hit 2 of our 3 legs on that 3-leg parlay, and because we round robined all the combinations by 2, we still hit a combination. I'll go over that when we do the recap of the winners, which we're going to do right now. And we started things off with Josh Young at plus 510. He came through for us. And then it was the first leg of one of our round robins. We had Aaron Judge at plus 210. And the other leg was J.D. Martinez at plus 410. So I think that still brought you back around something around, or at least for me, it brought me back around plus 1,700 on one leg of one 2-leg parlay. So still made some nice money back. And also caught Freddie Freeman in that same Dodgers Nationals game as the Dodgers bats broke it open late. But still, plenty of money to be made on Wednesday as well. We got some early afternoon action. And, we're going to try to make you guys some money. But, before I get into the action, just want to remind everyone, I love interacting with you guys. So let me know. Do you like the angles that I took? Do you not like some of these angles? Do you have player props, your own home run props? Make sure you leave them in the comments section below. But I implore everyone, if you're going to do that, please get them in there before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. We're trying to beat the books as a team, one unit, one goal, and none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition. Like I said, we are a team, and our goal is to beat the books every single day, and that's what we're going to try to do today with these home run props. And we're going to kick things off with Mike Trout to hit a home run at plus 295. He's got a pair of home runs in his career against Chicago's Lance Lynn, who has allowed us 6 home runs in his last 7 starts. I'm just not trusting Lance Lynn in this spot. Yes, Lynn has pitched better. He's actually won his last 3 starts, but a barrel rate just shy of 9%. I'm going to roll with Mike Trout at plus 295. Also going to look at Shohei Ohtani at plus 295 as well. He went yard on Tuesday, hitting .444 with a home run in his career against Lance Lynn. Going to roll with Shohei Ohtani at plus 295. I also liked a couple of Chicago Cubs on Wednesday. I liked Patrick Wisdom. He leads the Cubs in barrel rate, 22.7%. Pair of home runs, the .250 batting average in the last week against righties. Zach Efley's been solid for the Rays, but he's allowing a 9.9% barrel rate this year, giving up 5 home runs in his last 4 starts and 7 in his last 6 outings. Couldn't find a price on Patrick Wisdom, though. I don't know if there's a pitching change. I don't know what's going on with that. But still, no price on Patrick Wisdom. So if you can find a price on Wisdom, I like Wisdom. And I also like Dansby Swanson. He's got a solid history against Eflin from when Swanson was on the Braves and Eflin was on the Phillies. And Swanson hitting .407 with a pair of homers and 8 extra base hits in his career against Eflin. Swanson's also got a homer and a .263 batting average against righties in the last week. So I would take Dansby Swanson at any price you can get it with him if you can find one on him. Also going to go back to this Pirates matchup against the Giants. I'm going to go with Brian Reynolds to hit a home run at plus 575. He's hitting .400 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. Alex Wood for the Giants. He's allowed 3 home runs in his last 2 home starts for the Giants. Reynolds, a 15.3% barrel rate, while Wood allowing an 8% barrel rate this season. It's going to be Brian Reynolds at plus 575. Also going to look at Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. He's got an 11.4% barrel rate. He's hitting .364 with a home run against lefties in the last 2 weeks. It's going to be Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. Also going to roll with J.D. Martinez at plus 350. I'm going back to the well here with Martinez for the Dodgers, hitting 400 with a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Now, Patrick Corbin, I used to crap on Patrick Corbin a lot. It used to be Patrick Corbin Day. Whenever he would start, I would bet against him, and I would make a lot of money. But he's actually pitching a little bit better than we're used to seeing from him. Still, though, Corbin has a lot of home run in back-to-back outings and 6 home runs in his last 7 starts. I'm going to take JD Martinez at plus 350. Also go with a bit of a long shot here. I'm going to go with Miguel Rojas at plus 1,000. I think it's worth a shot here. Rojas, solid career numbers against Patrick Corbin, hitting 429 with 5 extra base hits, including 3 home runs against Corbin. So give me Miguel Rojas at plus 1,000. Also going to look at Max Muncy at plus 335. Got a pair of home runs in his last 3 games, hitting 333 with a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 2 weeks. So give me Max Muncy at plus 335. And we're going to go this matchup between the Marlins and the Padres here, and I'm going to go with Jorge Soler to hit a home run at plus 280. Now, someone called me out in the YouTube comments yesterday for how much I backed Soler, but am I going to ignore a hot hand and just leave money on the table? No. When the matchup doesn't make sense, I won't back Soler, but he's crushed lefties for the last month. He's hitting 389 with 4 homers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Now, Blake Snell for the Padres always seems to be a pitcher that's probably better than how he performs, but it would be nice if he showed it. He's allowed 6 home runs in his last 7 starts. I'm going to go with Jorge Soler at plus 280. Also going to switch dugouts here. I'm going to go with for the Padres. I'm going to go with Fernando Tatis Jr. Plus 340, hitting 375 with a pair of home runs and 8 at-bats in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. Braxton Garrett for the Marlins. He hasn't allowed a whole lot, but he's allowed 6 home runs in his last 5 starts. Tatis Jr. has a home run in his career against Braxton Garrett. So give me Fernando Tatis Jr. at plus 340. Now, I just want to sort of remind everybody, obviously the purpose of this home run prop show is to put you guys on some free winners, but it's also to show you just how great these betting tools are at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. They do the heavy lifting for you in terms of player props. They'll show you the player prop. They show you how often they hit. And with all of our prices here at Pickdawgz, they show you which book is giving you the best possible price, and which if you don't have a book if you don't have an account with that book that's giving you the best possible price, you can click on that price. You can sign up. You get a sportsbook bonus offer on us, and you get to play that best possible price while also adding to your advantage over the books, which is your ability to shop lines. The more books you have, the more opportunities you have to find the best possible price out there. And when you're able to do that, it's like I said, it's the one advantage that the books can't take away from you is your ability to shop lines. But more than that, the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place, they show you trends if you're a trends better, if you like betting hot and cold trends. They have parlay builders, profitable teams and angles. I can go on and on. Like I say every day, I could probably do a show for at least an hour just to show you all the options, all the possibilities you can find on those betting tools. But I think it's just better if everybody goes over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplace.com, checks out those betting tools for yourselves, and just take a look and play around with them, because I can promise you'd probably be there for hours. But it's a great tool to have along with whatever research that you do for the day's action. But we'll get back into the home run props. Want to make sure that we get these out to you guys. We got some afternoon baseball, so I want to be able to have you guys get these plays in. We're going to go with Spencer Steer for the Reds here at plus 510. He's hitting 444 with a pair of home runs against lefties. Fenway has been very hitter-friendly this season, and James Paxton, he's allowed a home run in each of his starts this season, including a pair last time out for 4 so far this year. I'm going to go with Spencer Steer at plus 510. Also going to take a shot here on Matt McLain at plus 475. McLain hitting 533 with 3 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. So give me Matt McLain at plus 475. And standalone play for the New York Mets here. I'm going to go with Pete Alonso at plus 380. I got to take this matchup. Aaron Nola, he's struggled mightily this season, especially on the road, and Alonso leads the majors in home runs. Also a career 349 batting average against Nola with 8 extra base hits and 5 home runs. Pretty decent price for Alonso here. I'm going to take Pete Alonso at plus 380. And for the Houston Astros, I look at Jose Altuve at plus 510, hitting 455 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. But the thing for me here, Louis Varland, starter for the Twins, he's allowed 9 home runs this season, and 7 of those have come against right-handed batters. I think Jose Altuve could get him here. I'm going to go with Jose Altuve at plus 510. Also going to look at Jeremy Pena at plus 540. He's got a pair of home runs and a 250 batting average with 5 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against righties, and another right-handed bat against Louis Varland. So I'm going to take Jeremy Pena at plus 540. Now, before we get into our last home run prop game of the day, I just want to sort of do a quick refresher for everybody. Maybe you're new to this show, or if you just want another explanation on what I feel is the most important analytic and metric when we're looking at betting home run props, and that is barrel rate. Barrel rate, basically an all-in-one metric that combines two of the major components when you look at what goes into hitting a home run. That's launch angle and exit velocity. And when you have the perfect combination of launch angle and exit velocity and that perfect angle off the bat and that perfect speed off of the bat, it's more likely to create a home run, or at least a ball deep into the outfield and subsequently a home run. And those are constituted as barrels. And why are barrels and barrel rate important? Well, the balls that were constituted as barrels in 2022, 45% of them went for home runs, and that was the lowest percentage of home runs to barrels that we had seen pretty much in a decade. Normally, we're talking about at least 52% of barrels, if not more, up to 60% going for home runs. And if you're going to give me a 45 to 60% added probability edge on a plus money prop that's going anywhere from plus 200 up to plus 1,000 and sometimes more, I'll take that every day of the week. Every advantage we can take over the books, we're going to take it. And that's just why I feel that barrel rate is one of the most important metrics to look at when you're betting on these home run props. But that's just my personal preference. Let me know, is there something that you guys look at when you're betting home run props? Let me know in the comment section below. But we'll get back into our last game, and it is this Yankees-Mariners game. And I am going to look at Aaron Judge here. Now, this isn't a great price on Judge. This is, I think, what we're going to be seeing for Judge for probably the rest of the season, or at least most of the rest of the season. Plus 175. This could be a nice parlay piece or a nice bankroll builder if you like betting on stuff like this. But I'm going back to Judge. I don't have faith in George Kirby. He's allowed 5 home runs in his last 2 starts, including 4 against the Pirates last time out. Judge, he went yard again on Tuesday. He's hitting .410 with 6 home runs against right-handed pitching going back to May 17th. So give me Aaron Judge here at plus 175. Also going to go with Gleyber Torres here at plus 700. Hitting .308 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last 7 days. Just on an absolute tear right now, crushing it. So I'm going to go with Gleyber Torres at plus 700. And I'm also going to go with a Mariner to close things out. I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez at plus 460. He's hitting .500 with 3 home runs against righties in the last week. I'm not a Clark Schmidt fan by any stretch of the imagination. I've watched this guy get torched pretty much all year long with a 10.6% barrel rate allowed on the year. So give me Julio Rodriguez to close things out at plus 460. Now we're going to do a quick recap of the plays that we did give out for Wednesday's action. We're starting things off with Mike Trout at plus 295 for the Angels. Also for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani at plus 295. For the Pirates, we went with Brian Reynolds at plus 575. And Rodolfo Castro at plus 600. And going back, actually, if you can find a couple prices on the Cubs, I like Patrick Wisdom to hit a home run and Dansby Swanson to hit a home run as well. For the Dodgers, going to go with J.D. Martinez at plus 350. Miguel Rojas at plus 1,000. And Max Muncy to hit a home run at plus 335. Also going to go with Jorge Soler at plus 280. Fernando Tatis Jr. at plus 340. Going to go with Spencer Steer at plus 510 for the Reds. Also going to go with Matt McClain at plus 475 for the Reds. Standalone play for the New York Mets, we're going to go with Pete Alonso at plus 380. For the Houston Astros, going to go with Jose Altuve at plus 510. And Jeremy Pena at plus 540. And we're going to go for our last game, we're going to go with Aaron Judge for the Yankees at plus 175. Gleyber Torres for the Yankees at plus 700. And Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners at plus 460. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Past 130,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys' love and support. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit this thumbs up. Let us know that you guys like this content. And if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And make sure you have notifications turned on. Wednesday is a prime example of why you want to have notifications turned on. Our first game this afternoon goes off at 1 p.m. Eastern. So, while we do try to get as much up-to-date information for you as possible, sometimes we can't wait much longer. And while, we do get them out as early as we can, sometimes it doesn't leave a whole lot of time between when this video is released and when the first pitch is thrown. So if you have notifications turned on, you can be notified when this fresh content drops. And you can get yourself the plays, get yourself the best possible number as well, the most up-to-date info. And you can only do that, like I said, if you have notifications turned on. Also, if you're looking for my best bets, the games I am the most confident in, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page, and I implore everybody, while you're at Pickdawgz or at Sports Chat Place, please check out these betting tools. They are 100% free. They do the heavy lifting for you. They will make you a ton of money. They are a great asset, a great tool to have in your back pocket, on your tool belt when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And you're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere, especially for 100% free. I mean, they're there for you to use at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. So make sure you go on over and check them out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books on Wednesday.